let's do them. Ooh, okay, Right. Hello, anybody who's watching. Hopefully, I will be pulled in at any time soon. Um, Meanwhile, while I have the time. Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. So, we're going to see Cover Tactician picking up Apollo here. Apollo, quite a good god in the ADC role. Although, maybe not a wise idea to be able to pick him up first pick, because then you can counter pick him with someone like Freya. Which I would make a fair amount of sense. Still waiting to see what the other team is going to pick up. Looking at the names, there are definitely a couple of people I know in here. Mainly Contact Tactician, Captain, Coach, Attorney, I'm Conlac, and MB Hunter. Most of these I know from just playing around in the normal scene, but I don't quite know what they normally like picking for the god. I do see the Carly hover on over here. It could be possible there is also an immediate Citadel lock-in. Cardi has been getting a little bit more popularity recently due to the fact that kin size, the item which gives you extra damage on each basic attack, recently got decreased in the amount of gold it costs. So she's been seeing a little bit more play just because she actually doesn't take as much gold. She can get started a lot earlier, dealing more damage. So she's been picked up a little bit more. Although I do quite like the Bastet pickup here because Cardi does struggle with being slowed quite a lot, which Bastet has a lot of slows and a big amount of damage, meaning that Cardi's probably going to have to be using her ultimate a lot more than she'd like against the Bastet to try and deal with them. But to counter this, they did pick up the Athena to be able to taunt them away from the Cardi, set the Cardi up for doing that, and also the taunt is amazing. The taunt is an amazing move in itself, just because of the fact that it's Athena. She has taunt, and it allows you to move off of anyone. Set up with pretty much everybody. I mean, Scylla and Cardi are good setups as well. They'll most likely be looking for a Medusa here. For the ADC role, that would be very unsurprising, just because the Athena Medusa combo works well. You taunt them, so they're facing you. Then the Medusa can ult them, so they're all stunned. It is a very powerful combination and huge sort of team fight potential play with that. So I would not be surprised to see that, especially as it hasn't been banned out. Although then again, the Apollo Medusa is kind of even, mainly in Apollo's favour. Certainly in late game, Apollo will definitely take over. The Hades pickup is a little bit interesting. He's been getting a little bit more popularity recently, but it's not really some god that you want to pick up second pick. You kind of want to be able to counter him, or counter using him, because now you can see that we have Sun Wukong, Athena, Scylla, and Kali, all of which can get out of Hades' ultimate. So this Hades is going to have to play to his absolute best ability to be able to do what he wants to do. Waiting for the last couple of picks coming in from the blue team, we're going to see Geb coming in. I quite like it because he does have some counteract matchup to the Athena, because when the Athena taunt, as long as the Geb isn't in the taunt, he'll be able to shield, and he'll be able to use Stone Shield onto them and take them out. Now, I know for a fact Attorney quite often plays Poseidon. He is bad. Also, be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Someone came over, and so I was having to talk to them. I hope everybody is doing alright. If anyone is actually watching this, hi. If you don't know what I am doing, I am currently going to cast this game. It is being streamed over on twitch.tv/CaptainCoach if you want to go actually watch that game progress as it goes along. Otherwise, I'll be casting over here. So, the couple of picks that I wasn't able to mention was, I was talking about Poseidon. Attorney quite likes to play Poseidon, so it was a relatively expected one. Geb, as Paul, has some counter matchup. Then the last pickup was Ram. I know for a fact that MB Hunter quite likes playing his Ram as well. I believe it was a diamond, I wasn't actually able to check, but I would not be surprised if this is going to be a very interesting matchup going on between them. Right, let's actually get everything set up, and hopefully I can also set up all of the spectator stuff, because I turned everything off a while ago. Right, I believe that should be good enough. Okay, let's see. Yes, everything is great. Right, so we're going to see everyone going into the lane. Normal starts coming out from most of the people. We do see both supports going for the creeping curse, which, if you don't know what it is, it effectively just gives you a large amount of slow. I mean, it's a 20% slow and a 55% radius. It means that if you get a kill early on, it can really help you, just because, well, it will help you secure these kills early on. Do see Poseidon a little bit slow, but he is going to be there. Eventually, just took a little bit of time for him to get over. Now, three to the left, to the right, or the other way around if you're on the other. If you're on the chaos side, let's also actually rename the teams just so I can be a little bit more. There we go. Right. So, Poseidon a little bit slower to the wave, but that is expected for which side he is on. The other side actually has a little bit longer. As you can see, you have to walk a lot further than what a normal mid laner does. If given aggression, they're actually going to be able to hopefully take it out Basta and try and jump it. Not quite enough, so they're going to be able to secure that, and Basta is going to be able to get out, taking a bit of damage. Hopefully Poseidon they'll actually have a lot of clear in general, so that should be a nice clear coming out from them. He's over in this right hand side over here. Doesn't seem to be wanting too much. It is a Wukong though, he will start getting a couple of problems later on. But Hades in general can very easily clear most waves. It's not usually that difficult for him to be able to, especially against someone like Wukong, who he can just he can use his Fearless out of the, whenever Wukong goes into one of the 6% of 3 transformations, even though it's set on 2, and you'll be able to focus him fairly heavily on. As you can see, he's winning the matchup right now. Over on the Jor lane, we're going to see Apollo and Geb with Ram and Athena, and quite obviously, seeing as Ram and Athena are very aggressive kind of players, and aggressive sort of gods, they are going to be winning the matchup, along with the fact that the other side doesn't actually have much clear in terms of that. They've got that combo, which you see there, the dog followed by the So Beautiful, but you will quite often see that it can't quite fully clear the wave, whereas Ram is able to fairly easily clear the wave using his divine, astral, is it called Astral Arrow? It is called Astral Strike. So, he's quite able to easily they actually have a very big rotation over here, but they weren't able to find anything whatsoever. And that was without ward coverage, so it is very likely that they will the Basset at the side of the Basset is taking a lot of damage. They're casting out Harley is taking a lot of damage. Basset is going to be using the drop away, so it's not going to be able to Harley is going to just scrape away with her life. She's still level 4, she still doesn't have her ultimate available to her, so let's use her ultimate. Poseidon's on the other side. The first blood going to attorney on that Poseidon. There is still going to be a little bit of chasing, but they can't really find anything else. So they're just going to back up. Ram hitting level 5 now. Geb and Bastard in the area. Poseidon has gone back to the lane, but Ram is caught out. Fortunately, Athena is still here to help him out. Ron's going to go into his ultimate. Scared that he's getting away. Geb is going to take a little bit of damage. That's going to be the one to focus by the Ron, but he's not going to be able to find anything else. He's low together. Geb, nice body block from the Athena, but not going to be enough. That is the second block going to Captain Coach again on the side of Border. That's a very good start from there. As you can see, it was 1 kill onto the Geb and 1 kill onto the side. Two very good characters you want early on. In fact, most of the characters on the side of Order are very good to get early grade on. Poseidon, actually Geb may get caught out here. Carly, very low. If he knows Geb using the capital to try and get away, but it's not going to be enough. Prussian Pig is going to trade over to Captain Coach, even though it was a little bit late. That's now 1-1 to both of those. So we're going to see just a little bit of a disengage coming along. The right side mid camps were already taken. They're going to look to the left side ones. Because Geb died just then, he is going to be able to fight these. So Scylla is going to be able to pick one. That was 1-1 each way, but Chaos also picked up the right side mid camps. So it was in benefit to overall. Thene's going to head back to the dual lane and not really going to be doing too much over there while Apollo is away. Apollo has actually finished off his stacking item though, whereas Ram hasn't been able to back off yet due to the fact that he died. He does have enough to be able to pick it up, so he's going to back off right away right now and just pick it up. While Order Slate starts picking up these buffs, that means they're going to be a little bit further ahead in rotations in terms of getting in and out of lane. Although the Carney is picking up the speed buff with the Scylla, whereas Poseidon was able to do the red buff on his own. Over on the right hand side, Hades using his ultimate Zombie Con very low, is able to get into his ultimate itself, and he's going to be able to be able to safely get away. And that's really going to be a disengage. He's going to get a little bit of hope, but no real kill going to come out. But back in the middle, Athena after a great ultimate. Carly is going to go into his ultimate as well. He's going to find him. Carly is going to fall to the cats though from back there. Horizon came onto the basket, not going to be able to find much. Scylla going to use the buff, but not going to be able to find the basket. Nice. Yep, and that is a dead Scylla going to the side of cover tactician. Braum is in the area, but he can't really do much, but the Athena ultimate is coming onto him. He's going to dash towards the Apollo. Apollo's going to get a nice one right. Great one from the Athena though. A lot of damage out from the Braum, but he can't really follow it up. Great combo, solid damage, but still not going to be enough. Nice shield as well to protect the Apollo. The Apollo gets to take damage. Apollo going to come around and try and cut him away. Nice capitalism as well to slow him down a little bit. Athena is on very low health, large health, but he is slowly being taken down by the Apollo basic attacks, which are doing a lot of damage. Braum does have stacking items now, but he is a little bit further behind Apollo, meaning that Apollo is going to be a tiny bit ahead, ever so slightly. It's about 12 stacks currently. Actually, Apollo going to find Athena in the jungle. Going to try and use them later. I'm not going to be able to find it, however, so they're just going to go back to farming in the lane. The attack speed buff is out to the side of Chaos, but Order does not know it, except the fact that the realm does not have it. The big rotation's coming out, but luckily Order does have wards, so he knows it. But Geb is caught out. That's going to be a nice taunt in. That is a dead Geb. There is no way he's going to be able to get that. Scylla going to be able to take the kill there. Basset is rotating over, but she can't find anything as the Scylla and Carly are both going together. Basset looking for how he's going to be able to get the jump on. A nice stun from Carly, going to be able to force out Basset a little bit. Actually going to get a lot of damage onto Carly on less half health. Carly needs his ultimate, but he does not. Actually, no, he does have it. Just going to get it before the Poseidon. Great Scylla, but not going to be able to find it. And also not missing, but Poseidon is going to fall. Anyway, now Rom, no mana, so not really going to be able to chase this Basset. This is most likely going to be the Basset getting out safely, although the mid camps they should probably be looking for it. Athena's going to start them off. Over in the right hand side, not really much going on here again. Like I said, these two are just going to be boxing each other a bit. Back in the mid lane though, looks like Order should be picking up the left hand side mid camp, both of them going to the Order side. Basset going to get a level of the balance. They are doing Chaos is able to easily take out those mid camps on the right hand side though, so that is going to be another split even down the middle. This mid tier 1 tower though, that's a lot of damage. Let's see if I can actually go there. How much is it on? It is, I can't see, but it looks like it's about 200 or so. They've got to be able to defend this, or they're going to have a lot of problems back in this, where then like Zombie Comic is going to be able to get the bullthorn out of Hades is just going to look for the banner buff, not going to see it there, and he's already taken it. Cardi is looking over to rotate, but again, not quite going to be able to find it. Going to just sit with lane, but there are 3 people over here. It's not a good idea to be here. Going to be able to jump away and just going to let this wave go into the tower just a bit, and that is actually going to be the mid-tier on tower going down most likely. Nice in blue for 118. Very low health. Very low back. He's going to be looking at him in the background. He's going to be able to find the Athena, not going to find the Cardi. Scylla ultimate is down as well. This is looking very dire for the Chaos side. Scylla, the only person left to be able to defend here, and she's not going to be able to have enough damage to clear out this entire wave. This is the first tower going down here. Hades as well over here. He has managed to pick up Mystical Man. Interesting item, but it works very well for him as it's keeping Tommy Kong a little bit further out of the wave, meaning that he has even more pressure than he normally has. Basta is able to take out the speed buff, but now decides to pull out some continual damage. Nice. I'm going to keep him away. Hades going to try and do what he can, but that's not a best place to be. Going to be able to cancel his ultimate, but he is still going to fall down. Basta getting chased by the decoy or something we've got, but it's going to be able to get out anyway. Gonna start on the blue buff, not quite sure why it is. The Hades won't be able to get to it in time, but just gonna do it mostly for the XP and gold anyway. Unlikely to do anything else. The fire giant is about to respawn, but about to spawn actually, but it's unlikely it's gonna look for it, as it's quite early on. You rarely will see a fire giant between the 10 minute 30 mark. So I don't know if you noticed, but there was actually a ward put onto the gold jury by Chaos side here, so they were able to actually deal with that and put something else on, which is a whole lot better for them, because this is very possible for the Order side to do. Considering the amount of tankiness they have from the Geb and the Basset Cats, it could be very easy for them for Orders to actually pick up the gold jury. So it's good to keep for the Chaos to keep the ward's control on this gold jury so they don't have to take it. The Bastet going to be able to clear out this buff camp, but Scylla is going to be the one to take it. On the left hand side of things, a little bit of trouble. Nice knock on the Geb. The Legend card is going to come around the back and get the stun. Nice Pokemon from the Apollo as well. Apollo going to try and dash out. Brahma focusing the Apollo. Geb's going to try and defend himself for a little bit longer. So nice Iron Monster dodge from Apollo. Apollo going to go into Dolphin. It's not going to be enough. Geb is still alive though. In the background, Uncommon is going to try to pick up Geb. Cardi is going to pay the price for it. And now it looks like it's a 2-on-2. The ultimate from Poseidon is down though. So Poseidon's just going to get chased down by Rom. He needs to be very careful with the ultimate coming in for. Nice knockup, but it's not that is Poseidon going down, although Rom does come down very soon. Nice back going to get killed. Looks like Athena actually going to be given the kill credit, getting a double kill. Or on the right hand side, Donkey Kong is very near dead, going to go into his ultimate again. Hades just cannot find this guy. Actually going to be able to cancel it very early just to try and back off, but Hades may be able to pick up this middle or this solo tail one now off of it, unless Wukong has the teleport, which means he has to buy. It's going to be a little more expensive for him, and he's just not going to do that. So this is most likely going to Hades actually. So, the solo tier 1 tower going over to that, leaving only one tier 1 tower left for the Chaos side, and the order is looking quite good. If you have a look at the stats right now, we can see that there is a lot of play damage coming out from a lot of people, especially Poseidon with nearly 9,000 play damage. We can actually have a look at this on this one here. Yeah, 9,000, nearly 6,000 by the Hades, just trying to poke down this Wukong. But Geb, Cardi, and Apollo are fairly low down in the order actually. Athena and Rom have been having a really good job being able to poke out this duo lane over here quite nicely. We can also have a look at the graphs as well and see that there is not much for a gold lead right now. It's only about 1,300, which is enough for them to be able to come back still. It's not too difficult for either team to be able to win. Over on the left-hand side, though, we're going to see Rom getting a little bit of focus. Carly is over here to be able to help him, as there are 4 people, but now Poseidon may be caught out. Athena is sitting around, going to blink in, going to be able to get the taunt, but not in time. Actually going to go on to the Apollo. Apollo takes the run. Nice. Poseidon ultimate is going to be able to do a lot of damage there. Apollo going to go with the ultimate. Great shield from Geb's going to keep him alive. Carly going to come around the back line. Does have the Athena ultimate. Not going to be able to do anything. Apollo is going to be a lot of damage from Apollo. It may actually be the Apollo dead. Just going to be missed by the Kaiser. A ton of power is going to by the Carly, who is then immediately taken down by the Master. Ron going to be followed soon after. Athena is getting slowed down, but the Cats are going to go on the Song Kong and say Athena is still going to go down though. That's going to be the only person left. Bastet with a triple kill. So trying to find out what he can do. Going to get slowed down by the Hades. Trying to get away, is going to be able to get the bird form out of there. Yeah, that was unfortunate. If the Gep hadn't actually hit that knockup, it would have been a guaranteed kill possibly. But Apollo is sitting around the gold tier, and this is going to be starting up. Ron is in the area, has actually DC'd, so he's going to have the player side is going to have to play it out. Bassett is doing a nice job zoning Scylla away, and that's gold tier going to the order side. Looking at the builds quickly, again, like I said, Hades has Mystical Mail. Not quite on what we see, but on him, as he can easily clear the wave. It's not really used for clearing the wave, it's more just to be able to get heavy amounts of poke. I mean, you can see on this play damage that he has one of the highest, in fact he is the 3rd highest in the game, just because really this Mystical Mail is doing a lot of damage. He's going to blink over the wall until the forest. He's going to get knocked quite like that with dash, going to get taken in though. This may be Apollo dead. He does not have his Mesmerize up, looking for the an escape route, but does not have it. Mesmerize is now not until too late. Great Dev Shield though. Apollo should be able to still live here. Does have a dash out. Apollo going to be able to use that Cardi, not going to find the stun, and now Bastet actually going to try and turn it around onto the Cardi. Going to see coming out here. The Bastet taking a lot of damage in return actually, both like the Scylla Sick and Crush combo doing a lot. Poseidon on the right hand side going to be coming over now, looking for them, but not going to be able to find much really. So again, just another disengage. In general, you can see that there is definitely a very the gold difference is starting to creep up. The XP as well is very much creeping up. So 6,000 at the 16-minute mark. It's still not a huge lead. By far, it is not a huge lead, but Chaos really needs to start finding these towers. Song Kong has actually been doing quite a good job of taking out the tower again. Athena's going to be looking up here to see if she can try and catch up with Geb, but the Geb sees where she's going, knows that she can't go there, and is just going to back off. Also notice the fact that the Order has been able to take out the other purple buff of Rams to make sure that he doesn't have that. He's getting a little bit further behind. Speaking of over there, he's taking a lot of damage. Rama is going to focus on the Athena ultimate out, going to be able to miss away, but Hades is going to power. This could be a kill for Hades. Hades is actually going to get stunned out, taking a lot of damage. This could be dead. He's going to get shot, and probably going to get hit by the iron boss in the background. Ram taking a bit more down. Still not quite dead just yet. Ram is actually down, and now Order's going to have to make a retreat. Bastet's all the way over in the right lane, so she's not going to be able to help. Athena's going to look for the top, only going to be able to find Geb, but that's not really the target. Ronnie is so tanky. The actual is going to be able to find Athena though with that final title blow. So he's probably using his dash with the rest of it now. Go down. Nice game shield. Actually going to be able to save him from the Sumble. And Carly is still dead. Anyway, Ryan's just getting the last basic attack in, and then Sumble also going off to finish off Poseidon. Bastet coming out the back line. Maybe is still here. Ron standing still, but there's no have any mana. This could be a dead run. It probably is a dead run. Sumble also very low in health. Going to be sitting in the cloud for a little bit longer than he normally would. Cat's not going to be able to chase him. And that is a get away from him. Scylla also going to be able to get away as Bastet can't really dive the tower, as she didn't have any more abilities up soon. This is a very interesting game. Both are quite even actually, even though there is a definite gold and XP lead. As you can see, 4,000 now in the lead, but it's mostly on this Bastet. If we actually have a look at the gold difference between the Bastet and the Carly, you can see it is somewhere along the line. Oh, let me see if I can find this. It's not that big, it's about 70 extra gold per minute, so sitting at around 700, 800 gold in the lead, I believe. Let's look at the net gold actually. We can see, yeah, actually it's near 2,000, it's over 2,000 lead for the Bastet. This Kai has definitely been a bit of a struggling pick. And then, meanwhile we can see, let's actually get everything in a right order here. There we go. Actually, Hayes going to be taking out those on the bottom, taking a lot of damage. Gabe's going to be focused just to get him out the side. Going to be the one that does have his ultimate skill, but not find a big bastard. He's going to be able to take out Uncle Mike in the background. That was only 1 for 2 so far, so definitely the benefit of the Chaos side. It also gives them pressure in this mid lane, which they're going to look to engage. Then it's going to be able to cut down nice. I feel like we're going to keep him a little bit less. You see, but he can't understand. As Bassett recalled, and Apollo is the only person left here. Going to take a couple of shots is the ROM, just for laugh spamming. But not much else going to happen. I'm actually on half health because of that. So, just to go show you why you shouldn't be laughing anymore. Again, looking at this gold difference, it's mostly coming out actually from the difference between the Basset and the Carly. Everyone else is roughly the same. About 300 gold in lead for the Apollo. The Hades is actually behind in gold by about 500. I'm going to try and use the ultimate skill, the gold tier. Even doing it at the point, Athena is going to be just taking a lot of damage. A nice knock up from the Apollo, but puts him a little bit too far away. Basset's going to use the cat to try and get kills. Athena is going to knock down immediately, followed by Ron as well. There should be a turnaround onto the gold tier for Order side. 3 of them going to start, meanwhile Poseidon and the Bastet gonna actually look more close. Poseidon doesn't have his ultimate up though, so it's just going to be poking away. Bastet's going to be able to clear out this buff just to try and get a little bit more health. We're going to jump away. Hardy actually going to go the stun. Bastet is going to go down, so he does have it on mostly yet, but not going to be able to find it. Poseidon is actually going down though, not enough health to survive. Carly in the background, Apollo is on full health though, and he has a lot of damage on him. It's going to be good for the Carly, I believe, to start off with, but Wukong is keeping him as busy as possible. Carly going to get the stun off and that is Carly dead. So Wukong is going to have the 18 ultimate cancel. Carly's going to be taking a lot of damage here. Going to look for the aggression, so Wukong going to try and use the power, not going to be able to find it though. Athena is still diving on the power to find it, and then it goes down to Sun Wukong, who is able to bird form away to safety. And it looks like another disengage coming out from both sides. Not quite sure who that was in favour of. Have a look at the graphs and see it was actually mostly in the favour of Order. Even though like, they were able to get the victory, they did lose quite a lot of kills after that fight. So it kind of went a little bit even, but because of the gold tier at the start, they were actually able to win it overall. And there are actually people in the chat. Hello everybody. This is just a random game I decided to watch, and you can find it there. I've linked it if you want to watch it from Coach's point of view. I'm just watching it from my point of view and casting it because I fancy doing it for once in my life, and I haven't done it in a very long time. So yeah, although a little bit hard to cast on your own. I always said it's not good solo casting, and I remember exactly why now. Also, yeah, I know this is the first doing solo casting, not production work. So yeah, I need better production stuff. Anyway, back over to the speed buff. We're going to see Basset trying to clear it out. Actually going to be able to take it away from the Carly, who is reading from her wounds. Going to be able to jump over the wall to get away. Poseidon, Apollo, actually Athena ultimate going to come in over on this side, and Hades is very low, but Hades going to be able to dive under the wall. This is just not quite being able to move far enough. Sun Wukong and Apollo taking a lot of damage. Sun Wukong going to go into his ultimate, so Apollo is just going to use lifesteal off of that. Meanwhile, the Batter actually finds Cardi in the mid lane. Sun Wukong comes down, but there is a big rotation on the other side. From the third wall, Athena going to be able to get away. Baster going to be going down in the middle lane to Scylla, and now Sun Wukong is going to get the dodge one out, going to get taunted, and it's timed out by Hades, and this is going down. Although, Order don't really want to be able to find much. Bastet fell. She's really where most of this lead is. She is 3,000 gold, roughly, in 3,300 technically in the lead, and they are 6. They're 4,000 gold in the lead. Yeah, so it is a very big part. Order is able to take the fire giant though, and that is a big deal. Chaos won't even look for it until too late. They're going to get a nice capital after doing it through, but he's going to be caught a bit down, going to use the shield to get away. Apollo, Poseidon, and Hades are on their own. Hades does not have his ultimate. Apollo is the only one on the side who's actually this is probably a little bit too far. Apollo trying to get away from to do that though. Poseidon ultimate does come up. Hades is going to be able to take a party after she comes out of her ultimate, not being able to find any of her targets, but Chaos is now grouping up. All of these, all of Order currently have the fire giant buff, except Basset, who's on her way. Not going to be able to find the monster is Scylla. She's going to have to sit back in the backline. Poseidon going to be saved by the Geb shield in terms of his health. Ron going to look at the ultimate, but not going to be able to concentrate. Poseidon is not going to be able to fall from that. And so they're just going to back off. Surrender vote comes out most likely from the Chaos side. They have been losing in these fights mostly. But Order did go a little too far there. I mean, as you saw, they were up here. They were up in this bit when they had no ultimate except the skin artist only, which you don't really want to be doing. You want to be more having your ultimates ready for the next team fights rather than just being there for fighting's sake. Which share is the volume? Yeah, the in-game. Is it too loud or too quiet, Target? Anyway, so yeah, everyone is slowly going to be backing off and farming up. It looks like Order wants to go for the Gold Cherry, but Master is sitting here as Gold Cherry respawns recalling. I don't think she had the ward in middle lane though. Poseidon is going to try and fight with Rom. He's going to be able to take him down. Athena is around. Poseidon on about half health. It's nice for actually Athena is going to take a lot of damage. That's not a lot of CC use, but she is still going to be able to get out. Apollo actually gets an easily blink to get away. Hades with a nice ultimate. Going to be able to take out the Scylla. Athena going to be in the background, and Wukong will be left. Open the bubble. Look at Poseidon going to get again going to get. Actually, not going to be get side by Hades. That's going to go down. Poseidon is going to be taken down before she goes, but it's from her. She can't find anything else. And now the Sun Wukong is going to have to sit back in the base as they push up into the middle. And this is Phoenix going down to the side of Order. May find another Phoenix, probably seeing his Master is in the left hand side. She's going to be actually using a cat, I believe, to take this one down. Again, you can see there, trying to figure out wrong though, is going to be taken out almost immediately. Kong is left on again. Going to be actually having to use the Athena ultimate just to be able to get keep himself alive. At the end of from the Order side, although there is still one more tower left, they are looking for the Phoenix. No, they are going to turn to the tower, even though it is because I was about to say the Phoenix is maybe a little bit still protected by that tier 2, just a little bit. But Wukong is going to be forced out a bit just because Geb and Hades are too tanky. They can't really find the target. Apollo and Basset are going to push him overhead. Nice. Sikkim is going to actually do a lot of damage to Basset. Apollo going to blink in, use the stun. Going to be able to get a lot of damage into the Basset. Not going to be able to find the jump though. Apollo going to get mesmerized out. Apollo going to go into the ult. Not going to be fast enough though, and that is another kill. And quite a big one going to him as the rage finally is built from the Apollo. and it looks like, yeah, he's going to get another short sword as well. So starting to looking at getting some real big things. Only extra stuff is the fact that the Apollo has blink, but then again, since sprint is fairly, well, it is not so useful anymore, actually blink is quite a good item. It's very similar to in League of Legends when you have Flash. Nearly every player has Flash because of how good it is. Because something like Speed bad Hades is actually going to try and kill the party, not quite going to be able to find it. And Bassett is going to be able to take it though. Athena ultimate was used as well, so Poseidon is going to be a really good position here. It's not going to be able to find it, but it's going to get the ultimate dive that it's going to be the one going down. Bassett very low, not going to be able to find the last bit of Rom's ult. Rom's going to be able to, or Bassett's going to be able to get away now. Hades is here, but Geb is on his own. Hades is going to look out. Not going to find too much though. Geb is just going to roll away. Going to get a nice fear out and try and hit the Athena, but he's taking a lot of damage. Rom though going to get knocked up, and that's the end of him. Probably going to be able to take him out. Wukong going to be looking for the Bastet. Not really going to be able to find much, but that's the decoy, because that's where the real Wukong is, running away. Doesn't have much mana left. To get CC'd on off. Actually going to be forced to use the beads there. Now that's going to come over the wall. Nice catch back on the wall to slow him down even more. Basset's probably going to be able to take him out. Going to look for the and jump, not actually going to find it because too worried of the Kali who blinked in behind him. But it looks like Chaos all the way down to the end of this game. Already on about 50% health is the Titan. Kali and Wukong are desperately trying to clear the bio minions, but they're taking so much going for it. Teleported dogs coming out from the attorney. But the Titan is on about a third of its health, and the Wukong falls. The rest of Chaos is around. They're going to be able to look for it. Rom trying to go through the wall. Apollo just on that low enough, not low enough to be able to be killed though. Rom going to be taken down as well. Scylla and Athena actually going to be able to find us, but they need to stay and defend because the Titan is falling. It is going to go down. Order is going to be able to take this game at the 30-minute mark, going 32 to 25. They were in the lead most of the time in the game, but Chaos definitely put up a very good fight. It's so difficult to solo cast on your own for 30 minutes. I forgot how difficult that was. Ugh. Too loud when the dad didn't. I had a feeling it might be a little bit loud. But yeah, very well done to Coach and all that. That was a fairly good game from them. Although, Attorney, please, with the random... that is the definition of Attorney. It's just like, oh hey, we're about to finish. I'm gonna use teleport to gods. Ah, jeez. Damn, I haven't casted like that in so long. Whew. I just felt like doing a bit of casting because I saw it looked like it was going to be a good game when I saw who it was in Coach's party. So I thought, yeah, sure, I'll go, and it got done. Is he? What? Okay, let's see. What could it be leaving? Omega leaves, and totally goes inactive after Omega joins. Warriors joins up there, even though it was pretty much announced a lot more a long time ago. Then the Cog roster released. Cog roster reforms. Enemy was too early for that to be noted on here. Elevate doesn't really apply, that was a long time ago. AFK not mentioned at all. Hmm. DM just being pain. Ugh. I love it when DM does this stuff. Like, so Esportspedia put out a picture of this. Just like, obviously, like, what's happened the past week in esports. So, past week, August 11th, makes sense. Bit of the Brazilian scene, then Sai joins, Tins leaves. We know that already. Like, it's got all the slow information. He's even got the extra Brazilian stuff, which is awesome. And like, it's got everything that happened in the past week. DM, I like this, but it's missing details. What details is it missing? It's got everything that happened in the past week. I don't think it's missing. I just know it's missing details. The overview is missing details. What details he doesn't know. He just knows it's missing details. Good to know. Thank you very much for your great insight yet again. Anyway, in terms of the actual casting, was that alright? If anyone's still listening in chat. Oh, I need a drink after that though. I forgot. I still forgot just how difficult solo casting is. And you always need to break after doing it. You can't not take a break. He's in another game. I kind of want to... Then again, it doesn't look like it would be that good. Depends on who's on the other team. Yeah, I just saw that Coach was playing a game, fancied casting it, and that was it, really? Nothing else? Who's actually in here? Double-Cod and M-Target. Alright. So, I imagine you guys are still muted. Anyway. I don't want to do that again, but I also want to do it again. Ugh. Oh, am I getting frame drops? No, I'm not getting frame drops. I think my stream crashed. That might make more sense. Alright, let's see. Was anyone actually talking in the chat? Doesn't look like it. No. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. If anyone is actually there, how are you doing and stuff? Ugh. Oh, that was a couple of yawns. I have got used to being able to talk more on my own now though, because I've been streaming a lot more, so I can actually talk now, whereas I used to only be able to just change off between people, and actually, rather than properly talk and do play-by-play, it was more just talking about analysis and stuff. But I did get some analysis in there, which I'm happy about. I just wish I could cast again. It's a shame that all of the tournaments are at the annoying times. Hopefully, though, hopefully when I get back to uni, I'll be able to cast, I'll be able to production, and I'll be able to stream. All three at once will be the dream. Cannot wait just for that. Anyway, yeah, that's all I really wanted to just do. I didn't want to do too much. Yeah, I'm gonna head off. Bye.